Hi, I'm Dan Cortopassi. Today I'm reviewing an HO scale 60-foot GSI bulkhead flat car from Tangent. My example is decorated for Missouri Pacific and represents an F100-29 class car using parent railroad Union Pacific nomenclature. The MSRP for this car is $44.95. I got my car for $42.99 from a popular online retailer. We'll start the model at 100 possible points. The car comes packaged in a cardboard outer box with a clear plastic window on top. Before you can open the one-piece formed plastic cradle, you first need to remove two round pieces of tape. The cradle opens like a clamshell. Inside, the car is wrapped in some flexible plastic. While this box should protect the car for transport and storage, I think the clamshell design is awkward and makes it difficult to get the car in and out of the box. I'm taking 5 points for that. I found a photo of this exact car, Missouri Pacific 823-176 from 2006. While the overall body shape, markings, and number of stake pockets match the photo, I did spot some discrepancies. The uncoupling levers are the wrong style, as are the holes in the bulkhead bracing on the ends. This is disappointing, especially from a company like Tangent, so I'm taking 5 points. The paint on the car is opaque and thin enough not to obscure detail. I like the gray color on the wood deck, though in my car it is smeared in at least one place. There is also a white substance in spots, possibly excess glue. These issues would probably disappear with some weathering, but it's still disappointing on a car at this price, so I'm taking 5 points. All of the markings are crisp and the small writing is legible with magnification. The sides of the car are fairly simple, but there's a lot of good subtle detail under the decking. The end grab irons are made of metal and have a very thin cross-section. On the ends, the car has more freestanding grab irons, uncoupling levers, and air hoses. There are no crossover platforms, but as best as I can tell, the prototype car didn't have them either. The B-end has a nicely done brake wheel and a very fine see-through brake platform. On top, the deck has nice detail. This would look really good weathered. Underneath, many of the brake system components are molded into the weight that makes up part of the car floor. This doesn't look so great, but it's also invisible when the car is on the track. Personally, I'd rather have the weight than a lot of detail you can't see, so I'm not taking any points. The brake rods are freestanding and made from wire. The car has KD couplers on both ends. The coupler on the A end is low, so I'm taking 5 points. The coupler on the B end is also low. All of the wheels are in gauge according to the NMRA standards gauge. There's no body wobble. The car weighs 5.2 ounces, which is right at the NMRA recommended weight for a car of this length. That's pretty impressive for a flat car and good since it's difficult to add weight to cars like this except by adding a load. The car is very free rolling. Let's take a look at what we've got. The clamshell design of the box's inner plastic cradle is awkward to use, so I took 5 points in the packaging category. The uncoupling levers and end bracing on the bulkheads are incorrect for this car, so I took 5 points in the prototype accuracy category. The finish on the flat car deck has flaws, so I took 5 points in the paint and detail category. Finally, the car has two low couplers, so I took 10 points in the standards and operation category. That leaves us with a total of 75 out of 100 possible points, which would be a C on a report card. This car is nice in some ways and disappointing in others, so I'm giving it a yellow signal. This is a fairly nice looking model of a modern flat car despite its shortcomings. It's a little disappointing from a company like Tangent because they usually produce really excellent models. Still, this one's not bad, and if you're willing to overlook the prototype inaccuracies and fix the coupler height and those little issues, then you probably like it.